Let me ask you something. When's the last time you updated your website content? And look, I'm not talking about changing a date or changing a price or adding a new product. I mean, really updated it. Looked at an old blog post or an old service page and asked, does this still help anyone today? Because here's the truth. SEO that worked 5 or 10 years ago, it's barely hanging on right now, especially in a world where AI is rewriting how people search. Hi there, it's Adrian from Numero Uno, and in the 13 plus years I've been in this business, the AI shift has changed the game for SEO more than anything else. And if you're a small business that has done maybe some minimal SEO, or maybe you've completely ignored SEO and you've completely let your website slip, you are now feeling the pinch. You're probably getting less leads and less customers, and maybe you're at a loss of what to do. But I want to help. So in this video, I'm going to explain what changes AI has made that's making your website less likely to show up in the search results. And then I'm going to show you some fixes to help you reappear when your ideal customer is looking for you. So let's go. Okay, so gone are the days of throwing a handful of keywords into a 300-word blog post and then adding a few spammy backlinks and watching your website climb to the top of Google's results. Back then, results were all about the 10 blue links on page 1, but that's old news now. Today's search behavior is driven by one big question. How can I get my answer immediately? People aren't interested in wading through 10 links anymore. They want summaries. They want solutions. They want results that are crystal clear and actionable right now. And these days, AI is powering much of those instant answer search results. Welcome to the age of AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization. I did a video about it that you can check out right here. So why traditional SEO is failing today. So look, if your website hasn't been updated or improved in a little while, chances are it's being ignored by search engines and AI alike, and here's why. First, keyword stuffing is dead. Search engines and AI tools are much smarter now. They understand natural language and can tell you when you're trying to game the system. A blog written with robotic, keyword-heavy sentences doesn't stand a chance against well-crafted, human-centric content written for a human being looking for answers. Remember those 400-word blogs from years ago? Well, they won't cut it anymore. Google and AI models prioritize rich, comprehensive, structured content. So if your page isn't clearly answering a user's question, it's invisible. Number 3, backlinks aren't everything. Maybe you used to hustle for as many backlinks as possible. Heck, I remember back in the day, people asked me, how many backlinks am I going to get? How many more backlinks am I going to get? But the problem is, it's no longer about quantity. It's about quality. Your links need to come from credible, relevant sources, building your website's authority in your niche. Number 4, stale pages are being skipped. If your content's outdated or untouched for years, AI-driven search results are passing over your site. Regular updates signal relevance. Your competitors who are continually publishing fresh, optimized content, they're the ones getting all the clicks. And finally, if you don't have structured data, you're missing out on opportunities. Now, this was once optional, like schema markups, but they're now essential. Structured data helps AI and search engines understand your content better, showcasing it in things like FAQs, featured snippets, and more. So those are the problems. How can you fix it? Well, here's the good news. You don't need to rebuild your site from scratch. More likely, you need to revitalize your existing content. So here's some simple, tangible steps you can take today to pull your website back into the game. Number 1 is to refresh old content. Look, I want you to take a look at older posts or pages, and I want you to modernize them. And here, I'm going to give you 2 solid examples. So let's go for example 1. Let's just say it's a 2016 blog post. That's like 9 years old. That's called Top 10 Tips for Better Sleep. Now, this old blog post might still get a few visits, but it's not doing your site any favors unless you revamp it for today's search AI standards. So here's what's wrong. Chances are good it's going to contain outdated advice. It might say something like avoid screens 30 minutes before bed. That's not enough anymore. There's no structured data or internal links, and there's no user intent consideration. It might just be a simple list with some content spewed out there for anybody. So how to fix it? Well, there's multiple steps you can use to fix it. First, you want to update the content with new research. So replace or revise your old tips to reflect current findings. So maybe it's from the CDC or the Mayo Clinic, or the Sleep Foundation, whatever. And you want to add references to modern issues like blue light, circadian rhythm misalignment, even AI and screen fatigue from scrolling on your phone in the middle of the night. Number two, you want to add internal links. So link to related blog posts. So for example, you might have another post on your website called How Diet Affects Sleep or The Best Sleep Aids in 2025. You can link to your product pages if it's applicable. So maybe you sell things like melatonin or magnesium or white noise machines. What I'm saying is you want to make sure that there's internal linking within your site. So that way, when somebody's reading about the advice, they can go to other pages on your site. It helps increase your authority. Use a better format. Break up each tip with clear H2 and H3 headings. Add a short paragraph under each tip that explains why it works, and include bulleted summaries for quick reading. I'm going to get to this a little bit later. Number four, add visuals, infographics, diagrams like the sleep cycle, or illustrations, maybe an image with alt text that's compressed for speed of somebody, on their screen or sleeping. Number five, add an FAQ section. This is something I've been talking about a lot. At the bottom of your post, include 3 to 5 frequently asked questions, such as, what's the best time to go to bed? Can supplements help with sleep? How much sleep do adults need in 2025? And remember to use FAQ page schema markup to make these eligible for featured snippets or AI-generated answers. And as always, remember to add external citations. So this is for your authoritativeness. So if you're using the Sleep Foundation or CDC or Mayo Clinic, make sure you're citing them there, okay? Make sure that when somebody can click on there or they see the citation and click, they can open up in a new window. It does help with your authoritativeness. And finally, check search intent. Look at the current search engine results pages for tips for better sleep. Identify patterns. Are people looking for quick hacks? Are they looking for in-depth health advice? Are they looking for products? Are they looking to talk to somebody? Are they looking to go to a sleep center? And then restructure your article accordingly. And look, this can be done for any kind of advice page. It could be for a real estate lawyer. It could be for a landscaping company. It could be for a plumbing company. What have you. You can take these examples I used for this sleep study and put it into your own content. I want to give you another example because there are companies out there that have local services and their local service page only has basic info. So you might have a page that says ABC Plumbing, serving Toronto, Ontario. Call us today for fast, reliable plumbing service. That's not going to stand out, especially when AI search tools are summarizing businesses that offer more helpful, detailed answers. Remember, you're solving problems. So when you have a site like that, the things that are wrong, no unique content, it's just boilerplate contact info. There's no indication of expertise, authority, or local relevance. There's no structured data to help AI understand what the business offers. So how to fix it? Add location-specific content. So if you're a local business, talk about the neighborhoods you serve. Reference local landmarks. If it's plumbing, maybe it's weather issues like frozen pipes in Toronto winters, customer stories, case studies, testimonials, what have you. Include those reviews also on your page, 3 to 5 reviews on the page with permission from those people. And then use review schema to mark them up so Google can include star ratings in the search results. Highlight your services clearly. Create separate subheadings for each service. Emergency plumbing, water heater repair, etc. So for example, landscaping could be hardscaping. Flowers, lawn, for legal, like real estate law. Once again, I'm using that. It could be for selling a house, buying a house, estates and wills, what have you. Oh, and include a short FAQ under each service if you can. Number 4, add local business schema. So you want to include structured data that marks up your business name, your address, your phone, your hours, your services, and your customer reviews. It's so important to have that in there. Use Google optimized formatting. Include a bulleted list of services and add a call to action that's benefit driven. Get a quote in under 30 minutes. Get 10% off with your first order. Whatever it is, make sure you have that CTA in there. Remember to be on Google Maps in your contact forms. Embed your Google map to your business location on your website and include a short mobile optimized form with a name, phone, and service request. Remember, keep the forms short. You want to get the lead in. You can get more information later when you call them. And finally, and this is so key, make sure you're mobile friendly and fast. Make sure your images are compressed and lazy loading, and make sure you're testing your mobile responsiveness on Google's mobile friendly test. You want to make sure that if it looks good on a desktop, it looks good on a phone. Okay, and here's a bonus tip. When you do this, track before and after performance in Google Search Console. Watch for improvements in impressions, clicks, ranking positions after making these changes. See what happens and then make more adjustments as you go on. And look, some people have internal teams to do this and some people don't. If you don't have an internal team to do this, contact somebody to help you. We, for example, have developers here that can do this work for you. We have strategists that can do it. We have planners that can show you exactly how your site is going to look and all the improvements that are going to be made. My info is in the description. Contact me if you want to know more. Oh, and one more thing. Remember to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, here's some other updates that you need to make to your website. Make your content skimmable. Use headings, bullet points, short paragraphs to make your content easy to digest. If someone lands on your page, they should instantly see what they're looking for without wading through heavy blocks of text. Write for people, not robots. Always ask yourself, does this content answer someone's actual question? Write naturally, write clearly, and with the user in mind. If your content genuinely helps someone, search engines, AI will notice. Add structured data. You need to set up that schema markup to label your content. So for example, if you've got recipes, use recipe schema. If you've got local business services, set up local business schema. FAQs, add FAQ schema for better visibility in search summaries. You can't just throw stuff out there. Include internal links. Help users and search engines discover more of your content by weaving internal links throughout your pages. It's a simple way to keep visitors engaged and reduce your bounce rate. So if they're reading one article, there may be a couple of internal links that goes to another page. Maybe it's your service page, maybe it's a product page, maybe it's another blog post. Whatever it is, keep internal links so you keep the person on your page longer. And look, lastly, keep it fresh. Set a schedule to review and update content regularly. Even minor updates signal to search engines that your site is active and relevant. Heck, it might be just changing a date. It might be just changing a stat, but it's going to help. And here's a question I get a lot. Is AI going to replace SEO? Well, not exactly. AI isn't here to destroy SEO, but it is forcing businesses to reimagine what effective online content looks like. It's about helping the user answer the question quickly, easily, and with real value. The days of tricking the algorithm, they're gone. So now your goal is to offer the best possible answers. Look, if your website is still running on outdated SEO strategies, don't worry. You can evolve. Start by asking some simple, honest questions about your current content. Does this answer a real question or solve a real problem? Would AI choose this page as a trusted resource in search results? Is everything up to date and accurate? Is the formatting clean and easy to skim? And have I taken steps to keep this content fresh? If the answer to any of these questions is no, well, it's time to do some updates. And like I said, if you're not sure where to start or which pages are worth saving, I'd be happy to help. My contact info is in the video description below. And if you want even more tips and tricks on how to get your business noticed in this new world of AI SEO, then check out this video here.